event natin is the NCAA. So, every game, every day, every practice is a learning process for us. Ang importante, makakuha kami ng maraming panalo to be there on the top 2.
Last 2 minutes for the JRU Heavy Bombers. Sasagot pa sila. Tingnan natin kung hahabol pa dito ang mga JRU Heavy Bombers. Ano ang kanilang magiging sagot? 88 San Pedro Red Lions kontra JRU 69. Ito nga partner, nasabi natin.
Every game will be a championship game for us. Yan ang sinasabi ko sa kanila. There's no reason for us to be out in the final.
Pontejos with the ball. Titira ng 3 si Pontejos. Pasok! 11 seconds na lang natitira sa ating game clock. No timeouts left. No left. Nakakuha ng steal. Partner!
Gusto ko yung mga winning shots. Yung mga once na crucial sa kanya yung bola. Yung parang ako magpapanalo sa team.
Chodoro, libre. 5 seconds na titira. Pumihin! Grabe, partner! Kahit si Oliver Oraime, wala nang doon! Wow! 1 minute and 50 remaining. Bola na kay Paolo Pontejos. Double high speed na tinakbo. Right on cue, Paolo Pontejos for 3! Pero hindi naman magpapatalo ang ating Canadian gunslinger na si Nichols. 88, tanga ng bola, binabantayan ni Nichols. That is good! Big shot! 88 Chodoro, right in the front of...
Doon ko nalalaman ko sino yung magaling na player sa crucial game. Yung magaling mag-isip, hindi kinakabahan sa game.
It's going to be another big stop on the part of JRU Heavy Bombers.
Pontejos with a nice step back.
Yun yung ine-emphasize ko sa kanila because sa defense, ito yung pwede magpanalo sa amin sa championship, di ba?
Now, the first team para mag-clinch ng playoff spot. Ito naman panig ng JRU.
Wala tayong dapat excuses. Let's aim high.
Common goal for this team is to win as many games and hopefully get to the finals and win another championship for San Pedro.
Sara, pinasa kay De La Cruz. De La Cruz!
Dito mo makikita ang development ng ating mga players. Art De La Cruz, dumating sa San Beda.
One of the most efficient players dito sa ating liga. Toko, license to shoot. 4 out of 4, Raj Toko. Tangwa, good fake.
Yes, faking.
Coach, pero Arthur De La Cruz continuing to do damage. 18 points na para kay De La Cruz. Siya po ang leading scorer. Nasa kay Ice Reyes. Mokon, traveling. Able to deflect that shot by Mark Rose at Adeogun. Binangga si Racal. Pangatlong foul na yan ni Ola. McJorluib tumira sa labas. In and out. Oh! Kevin Racal coming from out of nowhere.
From the outside, ilista mo na. Amer. Yung passing talaga ni Amer ay na-miss ng San Beda. The assist from Baser. To Baser, look at that pass. He makes it look easy. O San Beda. De La Cruz, there he is again. Ilista mo na, pang 23 puntos. De La Cruz on the attack. Nice bounce. Make that drop pass to Tangwa. Binanggana sa San Beda. Arthur De La Cruz that is. Nahanap si Ganda ng dribbling and a step back with between the legs dribble ni Oltan Sarap. There it is again, another offensive rebound again. Third time is a charm. Binanggana, may basket ba para kay Ola at Yogun. Tumuloy-tuloy si Arthur De La Cruz. That basket was good. Pero feeling niya nagpinangga siya ni Quito. Puntos na, De La Cruz. Sabi ni Arthur, sumabay pa kayo. Shot clock in the game clock, shot clock. Step! Napaganda ba? Para kay Jay.
We don't want Coach Jay to work today. He's tired. He's emotionally tired. He's physically tired. We don't want him working today. So what does that mean? Hey, you do all the work. All right, you do all the work. Here? Hey.
You have more than enough time. There's that familiar high-low play. De La Cruz. Neri. Boga with 600 shot clock. Nahanap si De La Cruz. Up and under for De La Cruz. The big red machine. At ito yung nabanggit ko sa hit list. Pounded inside Martin. Wide open is JV Mocon. Yes! Long rebound to Amer. To De La Cruz. Nakuha ni Quito. Inabot sa maling tao. Napunta kay Sara. To Adiogun. Letran is missing one man.
Take one game at a time and let's be competitive in every game, and we will do our best. This is not a team. This is a family.
Sa huling 10 taon sa NCAA, isang koponan lamang ang nakakapagtapos sa elimination round bilang number 1 team. Ang 5-time champions ng liga, ang San Beda College. Pero ngayong araw, isang koponan ang nakaharap sa pangarap ng Red Lions na makamit ang makasaysayang 6-peat, ang Heavy Bombers ng Jose Rizal University. Ito po ang Final Four sa Season 91 ng NCAA at binabati namin kayo ng live mula dito sa Mall of Asia Arena sa lungsod ng Pasay. Maraming salamat po sa pagtutok ngayon sa ABS-CBN Sports in Action sa Balls HD, Sky Cable Channel 195, and we are also greeting everybody watching from around the world via the Filipino channel, at binabati din po namin ang lahat ng mga nakatutok via live streaming sa TFC.tv. It is the Red Lions versus the Heavy Bombers sa ikalawang bahagi ng ating Final Four. Mabuhay Pilipinas! Ako po ang inyong lingkod, Anton Rojas, at mga kasama natin ngayon para ma-breakdown itong bakbakan sa pagitan ng San Beda at JRU. Walang iba kundi si Coach Olsen Rosella.
Magandang hapon, Anton. Magandang hapon sa ating lahat ng mga kapamilya. And of course, welcome to Season 91 NCAA Final Four.
It is the Final Four, and one ticket to the finals has already been booked by the Colegio de San Juan de Letran Knights na nagtagumpay kanina kontra sa Mapua Cardinals 91-90. Ngayon naman, itong San Beda College na merong twice to beat advantage, gustong makabalik sa finals for the 10th straight year.
Yes, well, after 4 months of intense NCAA action, Anton, we're down to our 3 teams. Kanina nga natalo ang Mapua sa Letran, so Letran advances to the finals. At ngayon sa larong ito, we have JRU against San Beda, with of course San Beda having the twice to beat advantage. Of course, whoever makes it to the finals, best of 3 yun.
At alam naman natin kung ano ang nangyari sa pagitan ng dalawang koponan na ito, JRU at San Beda, sa elimination round. Nanaig ang Red Lions in both meetings, winning by an average margin of 13.5 points per game. But in the first round meeting, JRU out-rebounded the Red Lions by 3 rebounds. Pero nakabawi naman ang Red Lions sa second round meeting, out-rebounding them by 14.
Yes, kagaya sinabi mo, Anton, in those 2 games, panalo parehong laro ang San Beda. The first game, winning it convincingly, 88-69. Although natalo nga San Beda sa rebounding department, pero tinambakan naman ang San Beda ang JRU. In the second game, medyo dikit, 83-75. Pero kapuna-puna yung fourth quarter scoring doon. Doon lang medyo umulagwa ang San Beda kalaban ng JRU. Dikit all throughout, pero doon sa fourth quarter talaga lumamang ang San Beda. Of course, in that second game, San Beda was led by Art de la Cruz's triple-double.
At ngayon, Coach Olsen, hihimayin pa natin ang husto itong matchup sa pagitan ng Red Lions at JRU. Puntahan natin ngayon ang iyong segment, Coach Olsen's Keys to Success.
Yes, unahin natin ang San Beda. Of course, number 1 key for them to succeed in winning this game, of course, is play with a sense of urgency. We know that this is already the Final Four, so dapat meron talaga sense of urgency. Pero, of course, twice to beat ang San Beda. Hindi sila pwedeng pumasok dito sa laro nito thinking that they can lose one game. They should not think about losing. Anything can happen in a do-or-die game. So dapat ang tingin nila is dapat manalo sila. Of course, in a do-or-die game, JRU ang lamang doon. Second, contain the scoring duo of JRU. When I talk about scoring duo, you talk about Teodoro and Pontejos. Si Teodoro averaging 16.4 points, Pontejos 14.2. At itong dalawang to, capable of scoring at any given night. Career high of 32 points between them in season 91. So, kaya-kayang pumutok nitong dalawang to. At pangatlong key, of course, handle JRU pressure and execute. Huwag natin kalimutan, JRU is also a pressing team. So, they force a lot of turnovers. So, kailangan dito San Beda to take care of the basketball at ang responsibilidad dyan ay mapupunta dun sa kanyang mga point guards.
Alam natin, Coach Olsen, na number 1 pagdating sa scoring itong 5-time champions ng NCAA San Beda College. Alamin naman natin ngayon kung ano ang kailangan gawin ng Heavy Bombers upang magtagumpay at mag-force ng isang playoff sa Friday.
Sa JRU naman, Anton, again, 3 keys for them. Number 1 is believe. Kailangan maniwala sila na kaya nila manalo dito sa game na to. Although San Beda has made it to the Final Four 10 straight years, they won 5 championships in the past 5 years, but they are not invincible. This season, season 91, in their 5 losses, they've been very inconsistent. Although they got the number 1 seeding, they've been very inconsistent, especially in those losses to Arellano and Letran. At kailangan lang maalala ng JRU, of course, that towards the end of the eliminations, they won 6 straight. So, kung tatandaan nila yon, coupled with the fact that they beat San Beda last season in season 90, kailangan kayang-kaya nila yon. And number 2 is limit production of the Big Red Machine.
Yes.
Big Red Machine, of course, that's Art de la Cruz of San Beda. He averages 19.3 points, 10.8 rebounds, and 6.3 assists. In fact, in the round 2 encounter, nabanggit natin, he had a triple-double against JRU. Pero pag pinag-usapan natin si Art de la Cruz, alam naman natin na siya ang chief playmaker ng San Beda. He is a point forward kung tawagin. Ang bola talaga nagdadaan dito sa taong ito. So JRU has to limit his production. And lastly, control the boards. When you talk about rebounding for San Beda, you talk about their very tall front line. Nandyan si Ola Adiogo, nandyan si Art de la Cruz, you have Sorella starting from them, and then Mocon coming off the bench. So napakalaki ng front line nila. So JRU has to control the boards. If you control Ola, I feel, they will control the rebounding. So those are the 3 keys for me for JRU.
I just want to go back to Arthur de la Cruz. In the past 3 games, 10 puntos lang per contest ang in-average nitong si Arthur de la Cruz. But against JRU, he is averaging 27.5 points per game this season.
That's a good point, Anton. At I'm pretty sure alam na alam ni Coach Ferrell Meneses yan kung gaano kasakit ng ulo si Art de la Cruz sa kanyang koponan.
At upang makompleto ang ating broadcast team ngayon, makakasama natin at courtside si Roxanne Monte Alegre. Hello, Roxanne!
Hi, Anton! Mga kapamilya, I'm sure excited na kayo sa napakainit na bakbakan dito sa hardcourt. But before that, ilabas niyo muna ang phones niyo at makipagkulitan sa amin gamit ang hashtag NCAA Season 91, hashtag Galing SBC, at hashtag Galing JRU para sa larong ito. Bubisita rin kayo sa sports.abs-cbn.com. At kung meron kayong tanong sa legendary Coach Rara Racela at ang ating Mr. Pure Business, Anton Rojas, maaari lang kami i-tweet sa mga social media accounts posted on your screen. Kaya guys, mag-tweet na kayo because we really want to hear from you. Anton?
Maraming salamat, Roxanne. Legendary Coach Olsen Rara Racela. Ano masasabi mo doon, Coach?
Well, speechless ako. Pero pag si Roxanne nagsabi na okay lang, okay lang.
San Beda trying to make history by going to the finals for the 10th straight season. Enter mag JRU, hoping to force a playoff sa Biyernes. Ito po ang Final Four sa Season 91 ng NCAA. Ilabas ang galing.
Beda Red Lions. Off guard number 4, Yusei Koga. Point guard number 7, Baser Amir. Center number 10, Ola Adiogo. Forward number 16, Michael Sorella. And the power forward number 18, Art de la Cruz. coach of the Red Lions, Jamaica Rin. And now, starting with a squad trying to extend this to our Borderlands this Friday, here on the JRU Heavy Bombers. Power forward number 4, James Astilia.
Welcome to the second half of our Final Four dito sa Season 91 ng NCAA. Ang starting lineup para sa kupunan ni Coach Jamaica Rin, Baseramer, Yusei Koga, Ola Diogun, the man in the middle, Michael Sorella, and Arthur De La Cruz, the usual starters para sa 5-time defending champions. Ngayon naman, silipin natin ang starting 5 para sa kupunan ni Coach Vergel Meneses. And what a surprise, Paulo Pontejos starting after playing just 11 minutes sa kanilang huling laban. Of course, Paulo Pontejos, an emotional week for him, emotional past 10 days with the passing of his father, Joey. He will be joined by Abdel Batucci, Tete Chodoro, the captain, Dave Sanchez, and of course, Astilia, who is also a surprise starter dito sa bakbakan na to. He is tasked to defend Arthur De La Cruz, who kicks it out to Baseramer, fires for 3, and the hammer drops it from long range.
Yes, you talked about yung being usual starting lineup for San Beda. Final Four na to, Anton, hindi na pwede mag-gamble ang kahit sinong koponan. Ito na ang pinakamalakas na lineup ng San Beda at yun na nga ang starting 5 nila. Samantalang si JRU, talking about a strong starting 5, pag pinagsama mo nga naman si Pontejos at si Teodoro, malakas na lineup yon para sa JRU.
Pero itong surprise starter na si James Astilia, sophomore forward, nakakuha ng unang puntos para sa Heavy Bombers dito sa laban na to, Coach Olsen.
And I'm pretty sure kaya nasa loob yan is para depensahan itong si Ola Adiogo. Nakita natin yung matchup na yun, si Ola Adiogo na agad ang pinantayan niya.
Samantala, Baseramer back-to-back triples. You know, we haven't seen the best Baseramer this season, Coach Olsen, dahil nga he's been dealing with an injured right shoulder.
Oo, he's been in and out of the lineup because of his injuries. At ang feeling ko lang, itong Final Four, we should expect the real Baseramer to come out. 100% Baseramer na maglalaro dito sa Final Four.
And back-to-back triples na naipasok ni Baseramer, looking for championship number 5. Pinasa sa loob ni Amer dito kay Adiogun, who drops it down low para kay Arthur De La Cruz, who I mentioned is averaging 27.5 points per game kontra sa JRU ngayong season.
Oh, medyo nagpalit ng role yung dalawa. Instead of Art De La Cruz making that pass to Ola Adiogun, si Ola Adiogun nagbigay ng assist kay Art De La Cruz.
Ngayon naman puntahan natin si Roxanne Montealegre with her first report. Roxanne?
Yes, Anton. This is what we've worked hard for. Yan ang paalala ni Coach Jamaica Rin sa kanyang players. At para sa kanya, 3 lang ang kailangan nilang gawin para manalo sa larong ito. Yan ay to stop Tete Teodoro, dominate from within, and take care of the ball. What do you think, Anton, Coach Olsen?
Well, I think those are very important things na kailangan gawin ng San Beda sapagkat etong si Tete Chodoro, number 6 in the league, pagdating sa scoring, averaging 16.4 points per game. And they are the number 1 team in terms of points in the paint also. So tama ka, Roxanne, they have to dominate the inside as they average 45.8 points in the paint per contest.
Itong si Tete Chodoro and Paulo Pontejos actually are number 1 and number 2 sa team nila in scoring. So, asahan natin talaga magpo-focus at depensa ng San Beda dito sa dalawang ito.
Adiogun, natapik ang bola. Chodoro, umaarangkada. Tinawagan ng foul si Baseramer. San Beda, 10 players have experienced winning NCAA championships. As we see this fast play brought to you by PLDT Home DSL, the number 1 home broadband, Ola to Arthur. 2 of the 6 graduating players sa koponan ng 5-time defending champions. Teodoro, pinasa sa loob. Paducci, back to Chodoro. And Astilia getting going.
All 4 points of JRU coming from this surprise starter. Pinag-usapan natin, you have to play a very good way to start the game, especially ngayon itong JRU having Pontejos and Teodoro inside at the same time. Kailangan talaga maganda yung umpisa nila. Normally, Pontejos comes from the bench. So ngayon na si Pontes nagsa-start, sino nga magsascore sa kanilang second five? That's why it's very important na mag-umpisa na maganda itong JRU Heavy Bombers.
31.3 points per game combined ang ina-average ng duo ni Pontejos at Teodoro. Pero gaya ng sinabi mo, Coach Olsen, sila ang nagsasub for each other. They don't normally start together, but it's a Final Four do-or-die situation para sa JRU. That's why Coach Verhel Meneses is rolling the dice.
And si Pontejos leads his team. It's actually second in his team in scoring, and he does that coming off the bench.
Yes.
Yun ang crucial doon.
This is only the second time ngayong season na nag-start itong si Paolo Pontejos as we see Coach Verhel Meneses. Would you believe, Coach Olsen, that this is the 114th game of Coach Verhel Meneses as the head coach of JRU? That's the most for any coach, current coach, in NCAA season 91.
Grabe, no?
114th game
na pala niya.
And Coach Jamaic, this is just his 19th. This is just Coach Jamaic's 19th game coaching San Beda.
Grabe yung kay Coach Verhel. Parang kailan lang napapanood natin yung aerial Voyager na naglalaro. Ngayon, 114th game na niya na coach for JRU.
This is his 6th season at the helm of the Heavy Bombers. Pontejos umatake, hops inside, tinabas ang bola. It's the captain, Dave Sanchez, who could be playing in his final game para sa JRU kung matatalo sila ngayong araw. Pontejos tumira over Ola Adiogun. And that was for his father, Joey.
And that's going to be big. Alam naman natin na si Paolo Pontes struggled in their last game. And that's going to be big. Three-pointer agad for Pontejos.
Shot from the heavens, and Pontejos gets a steal. Tinawagan ng foul si De La Cruz. Panoorin natin muli itong Master Guapo move of the quarter. Watch out for more Guapo moves powered by Master, sikreto ng mga Guapo. We've seen so many shots from Paolo Pontejos ngayong season na yung degree of difficulty napakataas.
And he can produce so many shots. May mga spin move siya, may mga up and under, may half step pa. But you know, kaya sinabi degree of difficulty. Ngayon, mas talaga nahihirapan siya shots nga dahil sa nangyari sa kanyang buhay in his past experience.
JRU on a run. Tabla na ang ating bakbakan after that Patucci jumper. Magbabalik po ang Final Four. Season 91 ng NCAA, ilabas ang galing. Kanina pinag-uusapan natin si Arthur De La Cruz, ang main man ng San Beda College, also the #1 scorer in the NCAA. Ito ang kanyang mga numero kontra sa JRU.
CP mo, 29 points in the first and 26 in the second. So that's an average of what? 27.5 in 2 games against JRU. So alam mo na agad kung kanino talaga magko-concentrate ang depensa ng JRU.
But as I mentioned during the pregame, the past 3 games have not been good scoring-wise para kay De La Cruz, only averaging 10 points per contest in those past 3 outings ng San Beda.
But the thing with Art De La Cruz is hindi lang sa scoring yan na inaasahan. Like we said, nung second game nila against JRU, nag-triple-double pa siya. He leads his team in scoring, in rebounding, and in assists.
Rebounding, he is number 4 in the NCAA. In assists, he is number 3. This is just a huge improvement for Arthur De La Cruz ngayong season 91 ng NCAA. Yusei Koga, ninabas kay De La Cruz. 3-pointer, wala. Banggaan sa ilalim, tinawagan ng foul si Adiogun. Balikan natin itong fast play of the game brought to you by PLDT Home DSL, the #1 home broadband. That's the first personal foul a while ago ni Ola Adiogun. Now, one of your first points para sa San Beda, Coach Olsen, play with a sense of urgency. Do you feel that right now with this team of Coach Jamaica rin?
Well, right now, the game is close, 12-11. San Beda lamang ng isa. Pero aside from Baser Amer and Art De La Cruz, hindi mo pa napapansin mga ibang players, specifically Ola Adiogun. At din ang concentration ni Coach Jamaica. Sabi nila, inside presence si Ola Adiogun ng kanyang star pagdating doon.
Fast play brought to you by PLDT Home DSL, the #1 home broadband. Pontejos, nakita si Patucci. Reaction ng JRU crowd dito sa loob ng Mall of Asia Arena. Copico 78 best recharge moment brought to you by Copico 78. Copico's best latte ever. Pontejos, umikot, tumira. Pontejos, kapos. At babalik ang bola sa panig ng Red Lions.
Medyo pilit yung tira ni Ponteos. They had the advantage. They had the numbers, 3 against 2. Pero natigil ang bola sa kami ni Ponteos doon. So ngayon, bola ay mapupunta na dito sa San Beda Red Lions.
Dan Sara, his third game back after missing 3 straight games due to a strained right hamstring, had 12 points and 3 assists sa kanilang huling laro kontra sa Knights. De La Cruz, Sorella with a putback.
Yan yung sinasabi nating very tall front line itong San Beda. You have Art De La Cruz trying to shoot a 3-pointer, pero ang offensive rebound nakuha ni Sorella doon.
Strong move brought to you by Smart Live, the Smart Life, the utility man of Coach Jamaica rin, Michael Sorella, who does a lot of things that don't show up on the stat sheet, but he's very valuable to the Red Lions' campaign ngayong season.
Just imagine you have Ola Diogun, Art De La Cruz, and Mike Sorella. Frontline nila, tatlong malalaking mama at the same time. Pinakamalit sa kanila si Art De La Cruz na at 6'4", di ba?
Michael Sorella, sabi ni Coach Jamaica rin, his best skill is ball deflection. Siya daw yung pinakamagaling mag-deflect ng bola, especially when guarding the inbounder.
And si Sorella pa ang bumabantay doon kay Ponteos na nakita natin doon sa last play na yun.
Pontejos with a steal. Pontejos zigzagging his way to the basket. Pontejos unable to flip it up and in. Bola na kay Dan Sara. Hashtag Team Bahay. Sana nag-enjoy kayo. Ito po ang Final Four ng Season 91 ng NCAA. Letran already booked the ticket to the finals. San Beda looking to join them. 8 puntos na para kay Baser Amer. 17-11 ang ating talaan. Pontejos stops. Kicks it out to Patucci. Patucci spins and shoots it over 2 Red Lions.
Malaking bagay yung para dito sa koponan ni Coach Vergel Meneses pag si Patucci may nakapag-contribute not only in rebounding, in defending Ola Diogun, but of course also in scoring points. Malaking bagay yung para sa JRU Heavy Bombers.
Patucci's best game happened here sa Mall of Asia Arena. A 23-point and 11-rebound effort on opening day kontra sa Arellano. Kailangan ni Coach Vergel Meneses ng ganong klaseng performance mula kay Patucci ngayong araw. Lasqueti umatake, drop pass, and Astilla, who only averages a shade over 2 points per game, meron ng 6 na puntos para sa JRU ngayong araw.
Again, yung gamble ni Coach Vergel Meneses paying off for him. Actually, nandyan yan para magdepensa lang kay Ola Diogun, but scoring 6 points is a very big bonus para sa JRU.
Sorella umatake, what a move! Just unable to put it through the hoop. Adeogun umikot, Ola Adeogun tinawagan ng traveling. Panoorin natin muli itong strong move of the game brought to you by Smart Live, the Smart Life of Del Patucci from Paulo Pontejos. 17-15 ang ating talaan, lamang ang Red Lions kontra sa Heavy Bombers. Sea of Red behind us dito sa loob ng Mall of Asia Arena sa lungsod ng Pasay upang suportahan ang Red Lions na nagnanais na makarating sa finals for the 10th straight year. Again, 10 straight Final Four appearances, 9 straight years in the finals. If they win today, that's going to be 10 straight years in the NCAA finals para sa Red Lions. The only remaining founding member ng pinakaunang collegiate sports league ng Pilipinas, which was established back in 1924. Teodoro can't establish a connection from long distance as he misses. Amer, Romarachada, Amer, umikot, pinasa kay Mocon, back to Amer, 15 on the shot clock. He swings into Sara. Sara umatake, threads the needle with that pass, and a 3-second violation call on Donald Tangwa.
Yes, back-to-back turnovers for San Beda. Itong JRU dito sa first quarter talagang dumidikit dito sa San Beda Red Lions.
Sinabi mo nga sa Coach O's keys to success, JRU, the first thing they gotta do is believe. They have to believe that they can beat the team that has mastered them in the elimination round. Patucci, hand off to Tete. Tete, cross-court pass to Gio Laschetti. Laschetti with a finger roll.
And so far, it's just the role players na nagpapakita dito sa JRU. Pontejos and Teodoro hindi pa pumuputok. Pero itong role players ng JRU talagang nagbibigay, tumutulong dito sa kanilang koponan.
4 out of the 8 players na pinasok ni Coach Berhel Meneses nakapuntos na para sa Heavy Bombers. Amer shakes off his defender. That's an air ball. Rebound, De La Paz. De La Paz, umatake. Dinabas ang bola. Laschetti to Tete. Tete steps back. Fires. Tete Teodoro.
At hindi madali yung ginawa ni Tete Teodoro. Going to his right. Alam na naman natin na kaliwe dito si Tete Teodoro. Pero going to his right. Tapos step back pa.
Unang puntos ni Tete Teodoro dito sa bakbakan na to. Amer to Sara. That's a foul on De La Paz. And he really gave up that foul on purpose because wala pa sa penalty itong JRU. Itong signature move ni Tete Teodoro na inyong mapapanood na ginawa niya kontra kay Andre Felix sa #TakeOverNCAA. Copico 78 Best Recharge Moment brought to you by Copico 78, Copico's best latte ever. Mamaya sa halftime, may kita niyo yan. So stay tuned as JRU leads San Beda, Coach Olsen, at the end of the first quarter, 19-17.
It's a very good start for JRU. Maganda yung ginawa ni Coach Berhel Meneses in starting both Pontejos at Teodoro at the same time.
5 turnovers committed by the Red Lions, just 1 para sa JRU. JRU finishing the first quarter on an 8-0 run. Paulo Pontejos inspired by the passing of his father, playing for his father, Joey Pontejos. And what about Tete Teodoro, the number 6 scorer in the NCAA, finally getting his first basket to fall. Lamang ang Heavy Bombers, 19-17. Inyo pong natutunghayan ang Mall of Asia Arena sa lungsod ng Pasay. Recharge with Copico 78, Copico's best latte ever. Ito po ang aming exclusive ABS-CBN sports coverage ng Final Four sa Season 91 ng NCAA. Maraming salamat muli sa inyong pagtutok. Anton Rojas kasama si Coach Olsen, Racela, and of course at courtside we have with us Roxanne Monte Alegre as Jordan De La Paz scores his first field goal of the game. This is also the biggest lead para sa Heavy Bombers in our game so far.
So ngayon, we're already in the second quarter. So ginagawa ni Coach Berhel is he's trying to extend the minutes of his starters right now. You see, ito si Teodoro still in the ball game. Second quarter na tayo at maya-maya. Dahil dito kay Teodoro, papasok naman niya si Pontejos para mapahinga to si Teodoro. So ginagawa ni Coach Berhel, although si Pontejos ay nag-start sa kanya, ini-extend niya ang mga minutes ng kanyang mga starters.
Teodoro, difficult shot attempt. Tete Teodoro, just 1 for 4 so far in the game. Balikan natin si Roxanne Monte Alegre. Roxanne?
Win big or go home. Yan lang ang focus ni Tete Teodoro para sa larong ito. Sabi nga niya, kapit lang, we will fight hard and stop Art de la Cruz. Napakaseryoso nga ng mood nila sa dugout, Anton. Pero ang sabi nga niya, they are more fired up as a team kapag they are facing a challenge in a crucial game such as today. Anton?
Maraming salamat, Roxanne. Imagine, at one point in the season, JRU was 3-9. And then they had to win their last 6 games para lang makapag-force ng playoff for the final four. And here they are facing San Beda to force a knockout game on Friday.
At ginawa talaga ng JRU yun galing sa ilalim. Inunti-unti nila, winning 6 straight. And right now, they're in the final 4.
Excuse me. JRU at one point was at 6-6 and not 3-9. That was back in 2011. Noong 3-9 ng JRU, they won 6 straight games to make the Final Four. They won 6 straight games again to end the elimination round. As we see this last play, Laschetti holding on to AC Soberano.
We talked about yung extended minutes ng kanilang starters. Talking about JRU. At ito, pinahinga na nga si Teodoro at si Potucci. And now, this is the regular bench of Coach Ferrell Meneses with Pontejos right now inside.
Nakita po ninyo si Ola Diogun kanina on your screens, and Coach Olsen, Ola has an opportunity to make history para sa San Beda, because kung mananalo ang Red Lions ng championship ngayong season 91, Ola will be the most accomplished foreign player in the history of the NCAA with 4 championships. Sam Ekwe won 3 championships. Sudan Daniel won 2. Ola Diogun could win 4 by the time his career is over.
Wow, malaking bagay. So, sa tingin ko, added motivation yan ngayon para kay Ola Diogun.
Everybody watching from live stream around the world, hashtag Team Bahay. We hope you're enjoying this Final Four matchup sa pagitan ng San Beda at JRU again. Our first game, a breathtaking one. Letran winning against Mapua 91-90 as Donald Tangwa scores underneath. Unang puntos ni Tangwa dito sa bakbakan na to.
Yan yung sinasabi natin kanina at the top of the coverage. JRU should control the boards at di nila nagawa in the last time. In that last play, kaya naka-rebound ang San Beda and 2 points off that offensive rebound.
Tonko with a steal, natapik ang bola, mananatili sa panig ng Red Lions. Strong move of the game brought to you by Smart Live the Smart Life. One of the most efficient players in season 91 of the NCAA, Donald Tangwa, and AC Soberano, who has stepped up as a rookie ngayong season, knocks down another basket. He's got 4 points. We're seeing a glimpse of the future para sa San Beda. All the 5 guys on the floor, Coach Olsen, will remain with the team next year.
Parang kabaliktaran yan dun sa starting 5 na nakita natin kanina. All those 5 players who started for Coach Jamaica rin are seniors. So next year, wala na sila. Samantala ngayon naman, itong 5, lahat ito ibabalik next year. At the same time, kanina nakita natin a very tall front line, 3 malalaking mamang nasa loob for San Beda. Ngayon naman, kabaliktaran, 3 small guys inside for Coach Jamaica rin.
Fast play of the game brought to you by PLDT Home DSL, the #1 home broadband. AC Soberano, one of 4 first-year players para sa Red Lions. Paulo Pontejos missing his first free throw. Again, it's been an emotional past 10 days para kay Paulo, whose father passed away last October 10. As we saw earlier, Abdul Razak Abdul Wahab, who's celebrating his 23rd birthday today, Coach Olsen. Di pa ginagamit.
Oo. At of course, ang pinag-uusapan natin, ang pang-matchup nila dito kay Ola Diogun. So, Abdul Wahab and Potucci are 2 very important players in that matchup.
Estrella with a rebound. Balagtas is also in now para sa Heavy Bombers. 2 graduating players para sa JRU, Dave Sanchez and Marco Balagtas, who shoots this one. Does not drop. Rebound, Raj Tonko. Tonko accelerates. Tonko flips it up and is able to draw foul.
Yan is isa sa mga maraming bagay na pwedeng gawin ni Raj Tonko. Taking it hard, taking it strong to the basket. At not to mention, at napakaganda rin ang shooting yan from the outside.
Ice Reyes, a rookie veteran para sa San Beda. Pinasok na ni Coach Jamaica rin. Ice, part of 6 graduating players para sa Red Lions this year. As we see the birthday boy, Abdul Razak Abdul Wahab, check into the game sa unang pagkakataon. At ang ating kasamang si Larry Dian, who knows the birthdays of every player in the league, was actually surprised. Hindi niya alam na birthday ni Abdul Razak Abdul Wahab. As we see Coach Jamaica rin and Dan Sara. Of course, Dan Sara and Coach Jamaica rin have a very good relationship dahil si Dan Sara played for Coach Jamaica rin in the RP Youth Team. So it's a reunion of sorts para kay Jamaica Rin and Dan Sara. Jordan De La Paz knocks down a long bomb. 5 points na para kay Jordan De La Paz. San Beda on top by 1, 25-24. Tongko to Mocon. Mocon flips it up. Rebound Mocon. Mocon wala pa rin. Rebound Balagtas.
Missed opportunity for San Beda. Sayang, nakuha na naman nila offensive rebound. At ito, sinaswerte ang JRU.
Balagtas. Two-man game with De La Paz and he knocks down the jumper. Balik ang kalamangan sa Jose Rizal University.
Kanina nakita sa first quarter si Astillas ang kumonekta para sa JRU. Ngayon ito naman si Balagtas.
Samantala, pinangga ni Abdul Razak Abdul Wahab si Takwa sa ilalim. Tinawagan ng foul ang birthday boy. Balikan muna natin itong fast play brought to you by PLDT Home DSL, the #1 home broadband three-point bomb. Mula sa fourth-year player na si Jordan De La Paz who sat out last season. Nagbalik para sa JRU. At balik ang kalamangan sa Heavy Bombers 26-25. Recharge with Copico 78, Copico's best latte ever. And the Heavy Bombers dropping bombs dito sa first half ng ating bakbakan. They lead the 5-time champions of the NCAA 26-25. At meron pa tayong 5 minuto at 10 segundo na natitira dito sa ating first half. At Con Rojas kasama si Coach Olsen Rosella. At syempre, courtside reporter natin ngayong araw si Roxanne Monte Alegre. Tongko, pinasa kay De La Cruz. De La Cruz, back to Tongko. Tongko, nawala ang bola, napulot ni Pontejos. Pontejos zigzagging his way through the D. And Abdul Wahab wasn't able to hold on to the basketball.
Sayang yan, libre na sana si Abdul Wahab. Pero turnover para sa JRU.
It's been a game of runs. San Beda went on an 8-2 run. Kumounter naman ang JRU with a 10-0 run. Nakabawi ang San Beda, 8-0 run. And now, the Heavy Bombers are on a 5-0 run. So, palitan ng mga kombinasyon mula sa Red Lions at Heavy Bombers dito sa ating pangalawang Final Four matchup. Ngayong Martes, Pontejos, umikot, dinabas ang bola. De La Paz with 12 on the shot clock. De La Paz, umikot, tumira, bitin, rebound De La Cruz. De La Cruz, Reyes, in and out, rebound, Abdul Wahab. Balagtas, umaarangkada, Pontejos, nagpakawala ng 3. Wala pa rin, rebound, and foul mula kay Soberano.
So far, I like the way JRU is controlling the boards. Although mayroong mga instances na nagbibigay sila ng offensive rebounds sa San Beda. But generally, maganda yung kanilang rebounding in this game. Which is why dikit sila. Lamang sila ngayon, 26-25.
Looking at the rebounding story, Coach Olsen, tama ka. Dikit nga ang ating rebounding story. San Beda, 19 rebounds. JRU, 18. Pontejos over Reyes. Rebound, Koga. Koga to Amer, who started his game with back-to-back triples. Koga, ginamit ang screen ni De La Cruz. It's a two-man game. In and out, rebound, Abdul Wahab.
Consecutive stops ang nakikita natin dito sa panig ng JRU. At like we said, napakaganda yung depensa so far na pinapakita nila.
Pontejos, pinasa kay Abdul Wahab. Balagtas, back to Pontejos. Pontejos, 7 segundo ang natitira sa shot clock. Balagtas, fakes, fires. To the left ang kanyang tira. Lumalaban ang Heavy Bombers sa boards, Coach Olsen.
Oo, ito yung gusto ko nangyayari ngayon dito sa JRU. Actually, I like yung aggressiveness na pinapakita ni Pontejos. Although he's been missing, alam niya na dito sa kanilang second group, second unit, siya talagang inaasahan when it comes to scoring.
Your third key to success as we see that Copico 78 best recharged moment brought to you by Copico 78, Copico's best latte ever. Sinabi mo, Coach Olsen, control the boards. That was your number 3 key to success para sa JRU. Estrella. Fast play brought to you by PLDT Home DSL, the #1 home broadband. So the likes of Balagtas, Estrella, Astilla, contributing para sa JRU dito sa bakbakan ngayon.
In a game like this one, as big as this one, napaka-importante yung mga ganong klaseng bagay.
Lamang ang Heavy Bombers, 29-25. Timeouts, San Beda. One of Coach Olsen Rosella's keys to success para sa San Beda was contain the scoring duo of Chodoro and Pontejos. Right now, Pontejos and Chodoro are shooting 2 of 13, but JRU is still on top. Balikan muna natin ngayon si Roxanne Montealegre.
Mga kapamilya, samahan nyo kami mamaya na panoorin natin ang kulitan ng aking sister sa pag-coincide na si Siege Tantenko at ang ating kuya dito sa NCAA na si Andre Felix dahil meron silang hashtag Instagram takeover sa Letran at sa JRU. Mamaya yan sa halftime, panoorin natin. Alon?
Roxanne, nakalimutan mo si Kuya Hammer. Coach Hammer 613 on Instagram and Twitter. Kasama rin niya si Andre Felix at si Siege Tantenko.
Napakalaki naman para makalimutan ni Roxanne. Ito si Coach Hammer.
Tuloy ang ating bakbakan. JRU leading the way and the birthday boy, Abdul Razak Abdul Wahab, able to score his first basket. Biggest lead of the game now para sa Heavy Bombers, the #4 seed dito sa Final Four. What a block by Abdul Razak Abdul Wahab.
Doon makakatulong ito si Abdul Wahab. Not really in scoring, but more of the defensive presence and rebounding.
Strong move of the game brought to you by Smart Live the Smart Life. JRU now on a 10-0 run. Kanina 5-0 run yan. Dinoble ng Heavy Bombers. It is now a 10-0 run.
And like we said, when you say 10-0 run, ang napapansin palagi yung 10 points eh. Yung 0 hindi masyadong napapansin, Anton. But when you talk about run, you talk about them stopping the offense of San Beda. So in that instance, good defense na naman ang pinakita ng JRU.
And of course, the defensive anchor ng JRU is Abdul Razak Abdul Wahab na bahagi ng all-defensive team ng NCAA nung nakaraang season, but he misses on a baseline jumper. Amer, dinedepensa ni Pontejo, stops, pops, doesn't drop. At mananatili ang bola sa panig ng Red Lions.
Pinag-usapan natin kanina having yung starters ni Coach Vergel having extended minutes. You have Potucci, extended minutes. You have Tudor, extended minutes. Now, with what this second group is doing, nakakapagpahinga ngayon si Potucci at si Teodoro. At dahil sa nangyayari nga ngayon, babalik dun sa hindi na extended minutes, makakapagpahinga na ngayon yung dalawang starters ni Coach Vergel Meneses.
So far, itong si Potucci has only played 11 minutes. Si Teodoro naman also 11 minutes. They have combined for 8 points para sa panig ng Jose Rizal University. Abdul Razak Abdul Wahab nearly throwing the ball away. Napulot ni Estrella. It's a cross-court pass for Jordan De La Paz. De La Paz kicks it out. May foul away from the ball. At nahuli doon itong si Abdul Razak Abdul Wahab. Balikan muna natin itong tinira ni Dan Sara mula sa kanto. It's a master guapo move of the quarter. Watch out for more guapo moves. Powered by Master Sikreto ng mga guapo. And the reaction from the San Beda faithful. A sea of red dito sa Mall of Asia. Copico 78, best recharged moment brought to you by Copico 78, Copico's best latte ever. Abdul Razak Abdul Wahab, he hails from Ghana. It's his birthday today. He's 23 years old. And he's looking to help JRU force a deciding game on Friday.
So far, a good birthday para dito kay Abdul Wahab. 3 points and 5 rebounds.
Pinasok lang yan dito sa second quarter ni Coach Vergel Meneses. Lob pass para kay Ola Adeogun. Adeogun with a fake. Offensive foul ang tinawag dito kay Adeogun.
Again, ito si Astillas na naman. Nakita natin yung kanyang offense. 6 points in the first quarter. Dito sa pagkakataong ito, nakita natin yung defense niya. Going straight up. At tinamaan siya ng siko. Itong si Ola Adeogun.
Ola Diogo sa ball. Sa ball itong si Astilla. That's a final four. Elbow right there mula kay Ola Adiogo. But Ola hasn't scored in this game, Coach Olsen. Medyo off ang laro ni Ola ngayon. 0 for 1, 11 minutes, 4 rebounds, and 3 turnovers para kay Ola Adiogo.
That's a welcome development para sa JRU. Dahil in their second round encounter, ito si Ola Adiogun scored 23 points and I think grabbed 12 rebounds. So with him still being scoreless, at ito pinaupo na siya dito sa remainder ng second quarter. So magiging scoreless siya for the first half. Malaking bagay yan para sa JRU.
And the thing is, Ola Diogon has been taking charge para sa Red Lions, top scoring for the team in the past 3 games. So biglang bumalik sa pagiging tahimik sa puntos itong si Ola Diogon dito sa laban na to.
Sinabi ko pa naman before going to the Final Four na itong si Ola Diogo ng X-Factor ng San Beda. I mean, you have Art de la Cruz there who is there, Mr. Do It All. Pero si Ola Diogo, I feel, if they want to make it all the way and win the championship, si Ola Diogo kailangan mag-dominate.
As I mentioned a while ago, he will make history kung mananalo ang San Beda by becoming the most accomplished foreign player in the history of the NCAA. De la Cruz, final moments dito sa first half. Koga, tumira sa labas, bitin, rebound, Astilla. A sophomore, James Astilla, the surprise starter. Ngayong araw, Pontejos from way out. And that will do it for the first half. And JRU leads the 5-time champion San Beda 32-30.
And so far, a very good first half for the JRU Heavy Bombers. Good start for them, sticking close to San Beda, but in the second quarter, itong second group really playing well for Coach Verhel Meneses.
Abangan po ninyo ang hashtag takeover NCAA, featuring of course JRU and San Beda sa aming pagbabalik dito lang sa ABS-CBN Sports in Action. Inyo pong napapanood ang aming live and exclusive coverage ng Final Four sa Season 91 ng NCAA. Handog sa inyo ng ABS-CBN Sports. And attention, PLDT Home and Smart subscribers, you can enjoy entertainment everywhere with the country's biggest selection of videos on demand from iFlix. Just visit iflix.com and start your complimentary 14-day trial today. Kanina, nagkaroon po ng awarding para sa photo contest sa Season 91 ng NCAA. At third place, nanalo si August de la Cruz. Second place naman, Dante Peralta. Pero silipin muna natin itong third place photo ni Sir August de la Cruz ng Philippine Daily Inquirer. Now this is Mr. Dante Peralta. This is a emotional moment right here. Na-eliminate ang Perpetual Altas, Scotty Thompson, played in his final game sa NCAA, last year's MVP. At ito naman ang nagwagi bilang first place sa NCAA Season 91 photo contest. The title is The Lion and the Stag. Congratulations to Sir Benjamin C. Maniklang ng bagong Tik-Tik tabloid. So congratulations po kay Mr. Maniklang, Mr. Peralta, and August de la Cruz, first, second, and third place winners respectively sa NCAA Season 91 photo contest. Maraming salamat muli sa inyong pagtutok ngayon ng Don Rojas alongside Coach Olsen, Rosella, and of course you saw Roxanne Montalegre, our courtside reporter earlier. Now Coach Olsen, 13.5, yan ang average margin of victory ng San Beda kontra sa JRU in their elimination round meetings. But different story here in the Final Four. JRU making things interesting.
13.5 binanggit. Pero ngayon, nasa -2 ang San Beda dahil JRU namamayani sa kanila. At tignan natin ang field goals. Ang stats for the first half. Field goals, 37% for JRU, 30% lamang for San Beda. Sa 3-point field goals naman, 2 out of 10 for JRU, 4 of 10 for San Beda. Pero ito, points in the paint. Pinag-usapan mo yung kanina, ang San Beda is #1 in the league when it comes to points in the paint. Pero dito sa larong ito, 6 lamang sila at 18 points pa ang JRU. So JRU pang namamayani. But in the rebounding department, dumidikit ang JRU. Normally, when you have tall front like San Beda, tambak na ang kalaban nila sa ganito. Pero right now, dikit pa, 25-23 in favor of San Beda.
That's just an alarming stat if you're Coach Jamaica Harin. Number 1 ka nga sa points in the paint, but a different story dito sa Final Four. Top performers para sa dalawang kupunan.
Yes, we have Amer with 8 points, Sara with 5, Sorella with 5. At di natin nakikita pa dyan si Art de la Cruz at si Ola Adiogon nga na nabanggit mo kanina na scoreless pa rin dito sa larong ito.
At ito naman ang mga top performers sa panig ng Jose Rizal University. The surprise starter, itong sophomore na si James Astilla nangunguna para sa kupunan ni Coach Verhel Meneses.
Yes, pinasok ni Coach Verhel mainly to play defense against Ola Diogun. But ito, pinakita niya na hindi lang depensa pwede siya, kundi offense rin. 6 points for him, 6 points for Putucci, and 5 points for De La Paz.
Now, before this game, Coach Olsen, pinag-usapan natin ang iyong keys to success para sa bawat panig. One of the keys to success para sa San Beda is to contain itong scoring duo ni Chodoro and Pontejos.
Yes, kung nakikita natin, so far ang San Beda doing a good job of really containing itong dalawang mama ng JRU, si Pontejos at si Teodoro. Between them, 2 out of 14 lamang, 14% field goal. So pinapahirapan talaga ni Coach Jamaica itong dalawang player ni Coach Verhel Meneses.
Balikan natin ngayon ang full list ng Coach O's keys to success. Alin dito ang na-check ng San Beda, Coach Olsen?
Well, so far, ang San Beda, play with a sense of urgency para sa akin, hindi pa. Piling-pili pa lamang kung sino ang talagang maganda linalaro. Pangalawa, contain the scoring duo, Teodoro Pontejos, check for me. Dahil maganda yung kanilang defense against these two players. Although hindi maganda yung defense nila sa ibang mga players. But handle JRU pressure, they have committed 8 turnovers as compared to only 4 for JRU. And aside from that, sa tingin ko, they are having problems with scoring. And part of that is execution. So hindi maganda masyado execution. So para sa akin, X din yon for San Beda. Samantalang JRU, first key, believe. With them having a 2-point lead, I think they believe that they can win this game. So check for that. Sa pangalawa, limit production of the Big Red Machine. So far, ito si De La Cruz only with 3 points to show and 1 rebound and 3 assists in their last game against JRU. Triple-double nga siya. So check yan para sa akin. At sa pangatlo naman, control the boards. Like we said, ang San Beda, napakalaking mga players. So far in the game, 25-23. Although lamang ang San Beda in that department, nakakadikit naman ang JRU. So they have controlled the board so far in the first half. So check uli yan para sa akin.
3 checks para sa Heavy Bombers, isa lamang para sa Red Lions. Kaya naman lamang ang kubunan ni Coach Verhel Meneses sa simula ng ating third quarter. 32-30 ang ating official score. Maraming salamat muli sa pagtutok ngayon. Ako po ang inyong lingkod, Anton Rojas, kasama si Coach Olsen Racela, and at courtside kasama rin natin si Roxanne Monte Alegre. Unang possession para sa San Beda, binigay sa halimaw sa ilalim. Ola Adiogon, unang puntos ni Adiogon dito sa bakbakan na to.
Siyempre, hindi pwedeng scoreless ito si Ola Adiogun hanggang tumagal itong larong ito. At alam din ng San Beda yan. Kaya first possession of the second half, pinuntahan nila agad si Ola Adiogun.
Strong move of the game brought to you by Smart. Live the Smart Life. We have a lot of familiar names watching us. One of them, Coach Louie Alas, nakatutok ngayon, dating champion coach ng Letran. I know, Coach Louie, you're very happy dahil nakabalik ang Letran sa finals after beating Mapua earlier today. Tanong ni Coach Louie, kung mananalo ang San Beda today, Coach Olsen, when is the first game? Coach Louie, the first game of the finals will happen on Friday kung mananalo ang Red Lions kontra sa JRU. At sabi niya, ano daw, high to idol alls, sabi ni Coach Louie Alas. High to idol alls.
Yan ang talagang tinitingala ako simula nung naglalaro pa lang ako si Coach Louie Alas. Dahil pinapanood ko na yan, ina-idolize ko yan, maliit pa lamang ako.
And hello also to Kagawad Hubert Rojas, Lito, and Bong of Barangay 76 ng Pasay City, nakatutok ngayon. At ang aking dating teammate na si Paulo Sulit, nakatutok via laptop sa Pangasinan. So, kung saan man kayo nanonood, maraming salamat po. Ito po ang aming exclusive ABS-CBN sports coverage ng Final Four sa Season 91 ng NCAA. Magandang bakbakan to. JRU kontra sa San Beda. It's a do-or-die situation. para sa JRU. Ola Diogun, napasobra yung kanyang tira. Balik ang bola sa panig ng Heavy Bombers. Balikan muna natin ngayon si Roxanne Montelegre. Roxanne?
At kasama ko ngayon si Dr. Marvin Reyes, Professor of Lit in San Beda. Player natin ngayon is si Rusey Koga. Prof, how is Koga as a student? Is he the typical serious one?
Yeah, actually, Koga, just like any other students, is the kind of cool. Pakul lang siya. Pero at the end of the day, Koga is still beating the deadline. He's he's on the spot of studying. And Koga is a kind of person na hindi siya ganun ka-studious. Pero pag nag-aral, bigay na bigay.
Sa tingin niyo, paano nami-meet Koga yung deadline? Especially, they have a lot of practices.
I think Koga, no, dito natin makikita yung sanay sila mag-divide, sanay sila mag-measure, sanay sila kung paano i-balance ang kanilang pag-aaral at ang training at ang pagtatrabaho o ang paglalaro.
There you have it, Professor Dr. Marvin.
Maraming salamat, Roxanne. Siyempre, malaking responsibilidad ang pagiging isang student-athlete. And that was a great interview describing Yusei Koga, kanyang attitude bilang isang student-athlete. Of course, he's one of the graduating players sa panig ng San Beda College.
At hindi madali ang trabaho maging student-athlete. Ano? After going to class, may practice ka bang pinupuntahan. And sometimes, 4 hours of practice kasama pa weight training doon.
Fast play of the game brought to you by PLDT Home DSL, the #1 home broadband basket ni Tay Chodoro. Ito na si Tay, pinasa sa loob, balagtas, nawala ang bola, babalik sa panig ng Red Lions. We've had 4 deadlocks in this ball game. A game of runs ang ating naparod so far sa pagitan ng Red Lions at Heavy Bombers. Koga, nakita si De La Cruz. De La Cruz umikot, natapik ang bola, napulot ni Sorella. At 3-second violation ang tinawag dito kay Michael.
Maraming beses na tayong napapansin at natatawagan itong San Beda sa 3-second violation. I think they had 2 calls also kanina ng 3-second violation sa first half.
36-33 ang ating talaan. JRU kontra San Beda. JRU looking to force a deciding game sa Biyernes. Ito namang San Beda, gustong makaharap ang Letran na nakapasok na sa finals matapos manalo 91-90 kanina kontra sa Mapua. De La Cruz, linabas ang bola. Amer for 3. Bitin. Tapi ka ng bola. Kanino mapupunta? Mananatili sa panig ng Red Lions.
Si Balagtas at si Astilla taking turns of really guarding itong si Ola Diogo. Ito si Astilla, nakaupo na ngayon. Pero ito ngayon si Balagtas ang tatrabaho para depensa nito si Ola Diogo.
Sorella umatake, ninabas ang bola kay Amer. 8 segundo ang nalalabit sa shot clock. De La Cruz, half step, wala. Rebound na Sketty.
Papansin mo, kanina pang nahihirapan itong San Beda sa kanilang opensiba. Not really good execution for them. Samantala ito sa JRU. Kanina pa hinahanap ni Pontejos yung 3-pointer na yun.
6 na ang kalamangan ng JRU matching their biggest lead of the game. Paulo Pontejos, pangalawang 3-pointer ni Pontejos dito sa bakbaka na to. He's got 6 points. Tight defense, pinapakita ni Paulo Pontejos. Koga, umatake, naagawan. At babalik ang bola sa panig ng JRU. Balikan natin itong huling play. A master guwapo move of the quarter. Watch out for more guwapo moves. Powered by Master Secreto ng mga guwapo. Now before that shot, Pontejos was 1 for 10 from the field. And the reaction from the aerial Voyager. Coach Ferhel Meneses, Copico 78. Best recharged moment brought to you by Copico 78. Copico's best latte ever.
Yes, ganun na lamang ang reaction ni Coach Ferhel Meneses dahil alam niya na importante itong si Pontejos sa kanyang campaign. If they really want to win this game, may kailangan pumutok din ito si Pontejos.
Pontejos sa kanilang huling laban, hindi siya masyado nakapag-practice because of the passing of his father. Only played 11 minutes, just 2 points. Pero sa labang ito, nag-start si Pontejos at ibang klaseng swagger ang kanyang pinapakita. And speaking of swagger, harap-harapan, tinirahan
ni Tay Chodoro, si Michael Sorella, bang bang!
At malaking problema yan pag nag-init na itong dalawang players ni Coach Ferrer Meneses, talking about Teodoro at Pontejos.
Sa kabilang panig naman, Ola Adiogun starting to heat up. Strong move of the game brought to you by Smart Live, the Smart Life. Kaya lang, lamang ang Heavy Bombers, 42-35. Nagbabalik po ang aming live and exclusive coverage ng Final Four sa NCAA Season 91. Ito mga big men ng JRU, Coach Olsen.
Yes, in round 1, ito yung stats na makikita nyo between these two players. 16 points, 14 rebounds. In round 2, 10 points and 15 rebounds. Normally, yung stats na yan, enough na yan to match the scoring and the rebounding of Ola Adiogun. But in today's game, sila ang nananalo dun sa matchup na yon. Between them, they have 11 points and 10 rebounds. Ola Adiogun only has 5 points and 6 rebounds dito sa game natin.
Samantala, si Baser Amer, naipasok niya ang kanyang pangatlong 3-point bomb. As we mentioned, we haven't seen the best of Baser Amer this season. But the whole San Beda community is waiting for the return of the true hammer. And here he is, Amer, too strong on that triple. Napulot ni Koga ang bola. That's a foul on Tay Teodoro. Balikan natin itong tira ni Baser Amer kanina. Baser Amer ng kanyang best game, September 25 against Mapua. He played 30 minutes and scored 15 points. That was his season high.
CP mo yun, Anton, ha? For a player like Baser Amer, 15 points na yung kanyang season high. So it just shows you na talagang nahirapan siya dito sa season 91 ng NCAA because nga of that shoulder injury.
He had a dislocated right shoulder, missed 9 games. The most injury-plagued season para kay Baser Amer sa kanyang mahabang NCAA career. Laschetti, oh, what a tip-in right there by Abdel Paducci. Meron ng 10 puntos dito sa ating bakbakan. De La Cruz, he's got to get going para sa Red Lions. That's only his 5th point of the game.
Binanggit natin na ito for San Beda. Gusto nila manalo dito. Kailangan din to si Art De La Cruz. So far, only 5 points to show.
Tay Teodoro, dire-diretso sa basket. 9 na puntos para sa pambato ng Lucena City. Tay Teodoro.
Scoring slowly picking up for both teams. Kanina, very low scoring first half, 32-30. Pero ngayon, yung scoring natin medyo nagpipick up na para sa dalawang koponan.
Fast play of the game brought to you by PLDT Home DSL, the #1 home broadband. Pinanganak sa Lucena City pero lumaki sa Barangay St. Joseph sa San Juan. Tay Teodoro leading the way para sa JRU.
And this is one reason kung bakit yung scoring picking up na especially for JRU. Kanina in the first half, 5 points lamang between Teodoro and Pontejos. And then in this quarter, third quarter, 10 points na yung scoring duo ng JRU.
At eto na ang pinakamalaking kalamangan para sa JRU dito sa ating bakbakan. An 8-point lead, 48-40. Koga. Umatras, pinasa kay De La Cruz, faking a handoff, pagdaan sa ilalim. 3 seconds ang tinawag dito kay Adiogun.
Again, yung mga referees are very strict with that 3-second violation. So it's up to the players to adjust. Pang-4 na beses na yata, if I'm not mistaken, na tinawagan ito San Beda sa violation na yun.
Copico 78 Best Recharge Moment brought to you by Copico 78, Copico's best latte ever. Sigaw ng mga JRU fans, JRU community, mabuhay Rizal. Wanting to force a deciding game, but Michael Sorella with a steal and a fast break layup. 7 points para kay Michael Sorella. As I mentioned, his best skill is ball deflections. But can he stop Tay? Tapos ang tira ni Tay. He's defending the #1 scorer right now.
Kanina, dinipensahan niya si Pontejos. Ngayon naman dito sa second half, si Teodoro naman ang dinidepensahan. Ito si Sorella.
Long-range gunslinging ang ginagawa ngayon ng Heavy Bombers. Long-range bombing ang mindset ng JRU ngayon.
Talking about Sorella, maganda yung lateral movement nito si Sorella. Very quick for his size. And more importantly, he has the length para ma-intimidate yung mga tira ni Pontejos at ni Teodoro.
18 players mula sa NCAA ang napili sa Professional League Draft. Michael Sorella was the 31st overall pick. Balagtas from Patucci, could not finish. Sinayang ang pagkakataon.
Very good passing sana ang sasabihin ko. But of course, everything but the shot. Hindi nga na-shoot ni Balagtas yung easy layup. Libreng-libre siya dun.
Ola Diogun, who has been in beast mode the past 3 games, but quiet dito sa Final Four so far. Just 5 points, 6 rebounds for the Nigerian behemoth. Jordan De La Paz nagbabalik para sa panig ng JRU. One of the veterans ni Coach Vergel Meneses. Donald Takwa from Cameroon making the first free throw.
And pati itong player na to si Tankwa, who normally is very efficient. Binanggit natin yun in our past coverages, so past games nila. He averages 15 minutes a game and scores 10 points, an average of 10 points. But in this game, so far, hindi ganun kagrabe ang produksyon ni Tankwa.
But he is one of the most efficient players sa season 91 ng NCAA. Ang kanyang koponan down 43-48. Handoff para kay Pontejos. It's a screen from Patucci. Balagtas, tumira sa labas. In and out, rebound, Roldan Sara. Sara, na-recover ang basketball. Sara, rumaratsyada, umupo sa ere. Tongko, pinasa sa kanto. 3-pointer on the way. And it's good para kay AC Soberano. 7 puntos para kay Soberano dito sa bakbakan na to.
What a way to run the transition for San Beda. Ending up with that 3-pointer from the corner para kay Soberano.
Isang field goal na lang ang kailangan ng San Beda para maitabla ang ating bakbakan. 48-46 para sa JRU. Kapos ang jump shot ni Patucci. Sara. Soberano. Bang! AC Soberano knocks it down from downtown. Back-to-back triples for the rookie. Lamang ang San Beda 49-48. Magbabalik po ang season 91 ng NCAA. Ilabas ang galing. Recharge with Copico 78, Copico's best latte ever. Now, before we went to the break, AC Soberano, one of the best three-point shooters sa NCAA season 91, knocked down back-to-back triples. He's a 35% three-point shooter, pero naibalik agad ng JRU ang kalamangan sa pamamagitan ng isang fast break layup mula kay Estrella. 50-49. Sara. Mocon. Unang puntos ni JV Mocon dito sa laban na to.
And tingnan mo, the power of the three-point shot, Anton. Because of those 2 straight three-point baskets, lumamang na agad San Beda. And because of that also, bumubuka na yung ilalim ng JRU. So making it easier for guys like De La Cruz and ito si Mocon to hit those baskets underneath.
Dan Sara, nakikita natin yung sleeve. Parang hindi na-injure yung kanyang hamstring eh.
Pero maganda yung pinasa ni Sara doon. Again, that was the second three-pointer ni Soberano, giving that lead to San Beda.
Pero itong si Roldan Sara, matagal ko nang nakita na ginagawa niya yun eh. Yung biglang nag-hop siya, parang nagsa-skywalk habang nagde-dribble. Parang mahilig mag-jump rope yan eh.
Parang ganun yata yung ginawa niya nung bago siya ma-injure. He was just running down floor. Sanay na siya dun.
Roldan Sara, who hails from Cagayan de Oro. Been a long journey for him actually. Dahil naglaro pa yan ng 1 year sa former NCAA school member De La Salle University bago bumalik sa San Beda community. This is his third straight year in the NCAA. Happy birthday, Abdul. who's on the floor right now. Sabi ni Riza May, Sara, one of the fastest players in the league. With a steal and the fast break layup, 8 puntos para kay Roldan Sara.
Binanggit mo rin kanina, Anton, basketball is a game of runs. At itong San Beda ngayon making a run dito to end the third quarter.
And a steal. Sara, pinasa kay Soberano. Soberano with a fake. Mocon with a rebound and Mocon with a putback. The Red Lions are on a stampede dito sa Mall of Asia Arena sa lungsod ng Pasay. JV Mocon ang kanyang 2 field goals. Nangyari lang dito sa third quarter ng ating laro.
And in this run of San Beda, hindi ginagawa ng JRU yung mga ginagawa nila nung first half. One, they're not controlling the boards. As you saw in that last play, offensive rebound by Mocon. Two, hindi nila talaga dinedepensa nitong... actually, ang San Beda really doing a good job of executing. At not making it difficult for the players of San Beda itong depensa ng JRU. Nakita natin kung paano, kung gaano kaganda yung depensa ng JRU in the first half, limiting San Beda to only 30 points. But so far in the third quarter, and dami nang nasushoot into San Beda Red Lions.
Now we've seen Coach Jamai Karim do this numerous times throughout the season. Ginagamit niya ang kanyang third stringers, aka shock troopers. Bonsubre, Presbitero, on the floor, Cedillo also. But they're unable to do their job as Jordan De La Paz knocks down a long bomb. At humihingi pa ng foul itong veterano, si Jordan De La Paz.
Again, it was a very big third quarter for San Beda after being held to 30 points in the first half. 26 ang ginawa nila sa third quarter, so 56 points to end the third quarter.
Will San Beda make it to the finals for the 10th straight season? Or will JRU force a deciding game sa Biyernes? Alamin sa pagbabalik ng bakbakan sa pagitan ng Red Lions at Heavy Bombers dito lang sa ABS-CBN Sports in Action. Ito po ang Final Four ng Season 91 ng NCAA. Ilabas ang galing. Smile, you're on cam. The Mall of Asia Arena edition. Fans from JRU and San Beda enjoying this breathtaking matchup sa pagitan ng Red Lions at Heavy Bombers. Fourth quarter, nagsimula na po. Maraming salamat muli sa inyong pagtutok. Ako po ang inyong lingkod, Anton Rojas, kasama si Coach Olsen Rosella. And at courtside, we have Roxanne Monte Alegre. Ang ating score, 56-53. But we are tied once again pagkatapos ng triple mula kay Darius Estrella.
Yes, kanina si De La Paz hit that three-pointer to end the third. Ngayon naman to si Estrella tying the score for JRU.
Fifth deadlock of the game and another run. This time from JRU, it's a 6-0 run. Moving screen, tinawag kay JV Mocon. Balikan natin si Roxanne Monte Alegre kasama ang nanay ni Tay-Tay Chodoro. Roxanne?
Mommy, kanina nakausap ko si Tay-Tay at sabi niya, this game is dedicated to you. Ano yung pakiramdam nyo na ganun yung pagpapahalaga ng anak nyo sa inyo?
Bilang nanay niya, napakasarap sa puso, sa pakiramdam na sa akin niya dinedicate itong kanyang laro. Kaya nga kahit may trabaho ako, hindi ako pumasok para sa kanya. Late na lang.
Ay, alam natin na mahal kayo ng anak nyo, pero gaano ba kamahal ni Tay-Tay ang basketball?
Totally ang basketball yun ang buhay niya eh. Bata pa lang siya, halos maghapon na siya, sa court na lang siya tumitira. Kahit hindi siya kumain, bibili lang siya ng kahit anong makain niya sa tindahan. Basta halos araw-araw, pagising pa lang, bola na hawak niya, pupunta na siya ng basketball court namin.
At matanong lang namin, bakit ba Tay-Tay ang kanyang pangalan?
Nung bata pa kasi siya sa Lucena, kasi sa Lucena, pag mga batang maliit, ang tawag Totoy. Sabi niya, ayoko niyan, ang pangit, ang dami na, gusto ko Tetay para naiiba ako, unique.
At yan, Anton, Coach Olsen, tandaan niyo, it's not Totoy, it's Tay-Tay.
Maraming salamat, Roxanne. Kinuwento nga sa akin ni Tay-Tay na binigay ng kumpare ng kanyang tatay ang nickname niyang Tay-Tay. And of course, yung tatay ni Tay-Tay Chodoro na si Bernabe Sr. died 2 years ago because of liver cancer. And I'm sure the father of Tay-Tay is watching upstairs right now in the heavens and proud of his son sa kanyang pinakita, sa kanyang sophomore year sa NCAA. He's just a sophomore, Coach Olsen.
Imagine that, ilang taon pa ang papahirapan ang kanyang mga kalaban dito sa NCAA. Ito si Teodoro.
Samantala, San Beda, Donald Tanco was able to score on the other end. Kaya naman, balik ang kalamangan sa Red Lions. What a pass by Dan Sara. Strong move of the game brought to you by Smart. Live the Smart Line. But ang reaction ng Red Lions community, Copico 78 Best Recharge Moment brought to you by Copico 78. Copico's best latte ever. A steal here by the Red Lions. Pinasa sa ilalim, Dan Sara mula kay AC Soberano at sumabit pa ang depensa ng JRU.
Again, banggitin natin, Anton, in the first two games of between San Beda and JRU, it was the fourth quarter run by San Beda na talagang lumayo sila at napanalo na yung dalawang larong yon. So far, dikit yung first to third quarters, pero yung fourth quarter talagang nagpakita ang San Beda. And in this game, same story. First three quarters, dikit. Pero ito sa fourth quarter, itong San Beda, slowly, lumalayo na. 6 na itong kalamangan nila.
Nakita po ninyo kanina yung fast play brought to you by PLDT Home DSL, the #1 home broadband. Tama ka, Coach Olsen, na outscore ng San Beda ng JRU sa fourth quarter ng first round meeting, 30-15. That was the big difference. And Patucci looking to be a big difference para sa JRU dito sa bakbakan na to. Balik sa 4 ang kalamangan ng Red Lions. Clarence Enriquez, maraming salamat sa iyong pagtutok. Trixia Hernandez, thank you also for your tweets. Hashtag NCAA Season 91. Keep those tweets coming. Sara, tapos. Natapik ni Tanco ang bola, palabas, balik. Ang possession sa panig ng JRU.
Yes, a change-up in defense that time. Shifting to a zone defense itong JRU. Kaya naman naka-produce yun ng stop para sa Heavy Bombers.
Teodoro. Patucci. Looking for Pontejos. 8 segundo ang nalalabi sa shot clock. Oh, a turnover by JRU.
Miscommunication itong si Patucci, expecting itong si Grospe to stay in the corner, pero si Grospe kuman, kaya naman turnover doon para sa JRU Heavy Bombers.
Not a good time to throw the ball away para sa Heavy Bombers as they are down by just 4. Tonko, cross-court pass, pinasa kay Soberano. Soberano steps back. Binaba ang bola kay Tangwa. Sumabit ang depensa ng Heavy Bombers. 14 turnovers para sa Red Lions, 10 lamang para sa JRU.
Ito really been ito si Soberano na talagang nagpapakita for JRU. Not only scoring, hitting those three-pointers, but giving those assist passes also.
Kaya lang turnover sa panig ng Red Lions. Pontejos. Dinedepensa ni Soberano. Pontejos, tinabas ang bola, natapik ni Tongko. Ball will stay with JRU. Pagdating sa perimeter points, Nyamado ang Red Lions. Grospe, pinasa kay Teodoro. Tete with a fadeaway. Too strong. Patucci with a rebound. Pontejos for 3. Sobra. Now, points in the paint, we highlighted it in the at the half. At lamang pa rin ang JRU, Coach Olsen, 30-20.
Masyadong malaki yung linamang nila in the first half. But yung scoring in the paint slowly picking up for San Beda, especially in that third quarter kung saan lumamang na itong San Beda.
Tonko stops, pops, and connects para sa Red Lions. That's a big shot para kay Ranch Tonko. 6 na ang kalamangan ng Red Lions.
Poor ball screen defense for JRU. Walang bumantay doon kay Raj Tonko. Alam naman natin he can hit that from the three-point area.
Teodoro, dinouble team. Patucci, dinabas ang bola. Pontejos for 3. Bitin, rebound, Tangwa. Donald Tangwa like a runaway train. Finds a teammate. Soberano for 3. Mocon with a rebound and Mocon with a putback.
ito. Lumalaki na talaga itong kalamangan. Up to 8 points. 66-58 for San Beda.
This is the biggest lead of the game for the 5-time champions. As we see this Master Guapo move of the quarter, watch out for more Guapo moves powered by Master Sikreto ng mga Guapo. Tumawag ng timeout si Coach Berhel Meneses. Magbabalik po ang fourth quarter sa pagitan ng Red Lions at Heavy Bombers. Recharge with Copico 78, Copico's best latte ever. Now, we've talked about this all throughout the game, Coach Olsen. It's been a game of runs. San Beda, the latest team to unleash a run. Kailangan makabawi ng Heavy Bombers sa pagkakataon na ito.
Yeah, we always talk about basketball being a game of runs, but how do you actually stop a run, Anton? Maraming pwedeng gawin to stop a run. One, of course, is to play good defense. You stop a run by making a stop, playing good defense. At so far, yun ang ginagawa ng San Beda against JRU. You also stop a run by executing in offense. Kung maganda ang execution mo in offense, you get a good shot by the right person, then you stop a run also. And aside from that, of course, coach calling a timeout. You stop a run by your coach calling a timeout.
De La Paz turns the ball over, and alam mo, Coach Olsen, this is an interesting lineup na ginagamit ngayon ni Coach Jamaica Karin. The young guns, Tongko, Mokon on the floor with Donald Tangwa. And then, of course, Jeremy Cabanag and Dan Sara. Dan Sara is the most senior member on the team na naglalaro ngayon para sa Red Lions.
Ito yung normal bench players ni Coach Jamaica. Players coming off the bench for him. In the second quarter, ito rin yung naglaro for him. But so far, sila ang magandang pinapakita. Special mention, of course, yung kayang shooter.
Speaking of shooters, Tongko fires from the corner. Just unable to put it down. Traffic, okay lang. Hashtag Animo San Beda. Pirit ni Jerbic. Rekit Reynald naman nanunod ng live. So wherever you are, keep sending in those tweets. Hashtag NCAA Season 91. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtutok sa aming Final Four coverage. At sa inyo ng ABS-CBN Sports. Teodoro, pinasa sa loob. Patucci, inaatrasan. Si Tangwa, balagtas. That's a big basket right there para sa JRU.
Finally, kanina pa iniiwan ito ng San Beda. Ito si Balagtas. It finally hits one from the outside.
Tongko, stops, pops. It doesn't drop. Tapi ka ng bola, mapupunta kay Jordan De La Paz. Importanteng possession para sa Heavy Bombers. Teodoro, wala pa rin. Rebound, Tangwa. Coach Jamaica rin opting to leave his veterans on the bench right now. Adiogun, De La Cruz, and Amer, along with Koga, are sitting down. The young guns are on the floor. Mokon missing on a jumper. At babalik ang bola sa JRU.
With what's happening right now, Anton, this just shows that, you know, San Beda is more than just an Art De La Cruz kind of a team, an Oli Adiogun and the Baser Amer kind of a team. Maraming weapons itong San Beda, and this future of San Beda that we're seeing right now, makikita natin kung gaano kalakas ito San Beda.
3 minuto at 7 segundo na lang ang nalalabi dito sa ating bakbakan. Copico 78 Best Recharge Moment brought to you by Copico 78, Copico's best latte ever. Again, 2 players graduating from JRU kung sakaling matatalo ang Heavy Bombers dito sa bakbakan na to. And Marco Balagtas, you know, he does not want this to be his last game. He's been playing inspired basketball. Meron siyang 7 puntos dito sa bakbakan na to. And of course, Paulo Pontejos playing for his father, Joey, who's watching from the heavens. And once again, we'd like to express our deepest condolences to the Pontejos family. And we wish Paulo and the rest of his family members the best of luck moving forward. Sara, umatake, pinasa kay Mokon, natapik ang bola. 6 seconds to go on the shot clock. The Red Lions have to shoot. Tongko stops, pops, short, Tangwa. That's a Final Four type of foul right there.
And that's what happens, Anton, when you have your big guy challenging the outside shot of the guards. And nakita natin si Potucci challenge that outside shot of Tonko, leaving itong si Tangkwa for that offensive rebound.
At ang lakas nitong si Tangkwa. Paatras na. Falling on his back. Tumira pa. He's the future for the Red Lions. This is Ola Diogon's last year. Ito na, magiging main center ni Coach Jamaica rin moving forward. And he misses both. Big misses right there for Donald Tangkwa. Lasqueti, baseline jumper. Overshoots that one. Sara. Calling out the play. Wanting to take as much time away from the clock as possible. Two-point guard setup ang ating nakikita mula sa Red Lions. Sara and Tonko on the floor. Tonko fakes. Passes to Mocon. Mocon mula sa free throw line. JB Mocon.
Again, itong second group ang talaga nagpapakita for Coach Jamaica rin. So far, yung mga seniors ni Coach Jamaica nasa bench pa rin.
Marco Balagtas with a huge game today. 10 puntos para kay Balagtas. Keeping the Heavy Bombers alive. Under 2 minutes to play. Tonko flips it up and in. Napakatapang na galaw mula sa sophomore point guard na si Raj Tonko.
Malaking bagay itong experience na nararamdaman itong young players of San Beda playing in a big game like this.
And what did I just say a while ago? Marco Balagtas does not want this to be his final game. 12 points para kay Balagtas dito sa bakbakan na to. Tonko to Tangkwa, and Donald Tangkwa kontra sa dalawang Heavy Bombers. Nakapuntos sa ilalim.
And grabe execution ng San Beda so far in their last 3 plays. Getting quality production from different players for San Beda.
1 minute and 5 seconds to go dito sa ating laro. Magbabalik po ang NCAA Season 91. Balikan natin itong sequence na ito kung saan nakalusot sa depensa si Raj Tonko, sophomore point guard. Fast play of the game brought to you by PLDT Home DSL, the #1 home broadband. Raj Tonko in this game with 4 points, all coming dito sa fourth quarter. But what about Donald Tangkwa? Strong move brought to you by Smart Live, the Smart Life.
And again, it has been the bench players of San Beda really given them this 6-point lead.
And a huge defensive stop right there. A 5-second violation forced by the Red Lions. Walang mapasan sa pagkakataon na yon si Gio Lasqueti. Koga, binalik ni Coach Jamaica rin para sa panig ng Red Lions. Under a minute to play. Red Lions nagnanais na makarating sa finals for the 10th straight year. Looking for championship number 6 in a row. At may foul na tinawag sa ilalim ni Son Abdel Potucci.
Things not really going the way of JRU. At ito, natawagan pa to si Potucci foul. The penalty nga itong JRU. So 2 free throws pa para kay Tangkwa.
Ayun, natamaan si Tangkwa sa likod ng kanyang ulo. Tinamaan ng siko nitong si Abdel Potucci. 41.4 seconds to go. JRU season on the line right here, Coach Olsen.
And this might be, like you said, last game for the seniors of JRU. 7-point lead with 41 seconds left. make it an 8-point lead for San Beda.
By the way, one of the graduating seniors for JRU, Marco Balagtas, scoring a career-high 12 points dito sa bakbakan na to. And here he is, Balagtas, umatake. That's a career-high. 14 now for Balagtas. Dinadagdagan pa niya ang kanyang career-high. And what about this fourth quarter? Majority sa mga players na ginamit ni Coach Jamaica rin dito sa quarter na ito, not named De La Cruz, not named Amer, not named Ola Adiogo.
It just shows you, Anton, yung kind of trust na meron tong si Coach Jamaica sa kanyang mga bench players. And, well, maganda talaga linalaro ng kanyang mga bench players. So, hindi na kailangan talaga ibalik sila Art De La Cruz, si Ola Adiogo at si Baser Amer. So, it has been their bench na talaga nagpakita dito sa game na yun. And he's just rewarding these young players, giving them the playing time. And this is a very good exposure for them. Like I said, this is a big game for these guys to be playing in. And madadagdag to sa kanilang experience going forward, moving forward.
6 graduating players sa panig ng Red Lions: Adiogo, De La Cruz, Sorella, Koga, Amer, and Ice Reyes. But their work is not done yet. Should they complete this victory, they need 2 more wins in the finals upang makamit ang kanilang 6th straight championship. Teodoro, dinabas ang bola. That's a turnover. And with 17.2 seconds to go, no more timeouts para sa Heavy Bombers. The season is about to evaporate for the Heavy Bombers. At nakatayo na po ang mga tagahanga ng Red Lions.
Nararamdaman na nila. And this is going to be their 11th. Tama ba?
10th, coach.
10th
Finals
finals appearance. And a chance for them, of course, to get their 6th championship. 6th straight championship.
Baser Amer, 4 championships in the seniors division, 2 championships in the juniors division. He wants to graduate with 1 more. Ola Adiogun, 3-time NCAA champion. He wants to be the winningest foreign player in the history of the NCAA. JRU, imagine they survived 6 straight do-or-die games para makarating sa puntong ito, Coach Olsen. But all good things must come to an end. And the season is over for the JRU Heavy Bombers, who fought gallantly. But Coach Jamaica rin, a man whose parents wanted him to become a doctor, has led his team, his alma mater, back to the finals of the NCAA.
Parehong storya nangyari dun sa first 2 games between these 2 teams in season 91. Very close first quarter to third quarter, but it was the fourth quarter really ang nalaman natin na itong San Beda nga talaga ang mas malakas na koponan.
Ang ating final score, 10-point lead para sa Red Lions, 78-68 in the finals of the NCAA for the 10th straight year. Ang 5-time defending champions ng tournament, ang San Beda College Red Lions. Jose Rizal University, 2nd straight year in the Final Four, but their season comes to a close today. And our best player of the game, Coach Olsen, sino ang pinili mo?
We gave it to Soberano, who really played well. Ang gusto ko actually bigay to buong second group na talaga nagpakita dito.
Yes.
But we had to choose one, and we have to give it to Soberano, who really led that run. Na they were down, they went to Soberano hitting those back-to-back threes. And then doon na nag-umpisa yung lamang ng San Beda all throughout hanggang matapos itong larong ito.
AC Soberano coming up big in the Final Four. Ang kanyang unang Final Four experience sa kanyang NCAA career. Congratulations to AC and the rest of the Red Lions. They are back in the finals of the NCAA. A heartwarming moment right there. Baser Amer showing sportsmanship. Koga coming over to Paolo Pontejos. Again, an emotional past 10 days for Paolo and his family, but we wish him the best of luck. His NCAA career is not yet over. He will be back next season.
Of course, JRU also will be back next season. But ito na, alam natin kung sino na maghaharap sa finals ng Season 91 ng NCAA. We have the San Juan Knights, the Letran Knights against the San Beda Red Lions. At mangyayari yan sa Friday dito sa MOA Arena.
19 championships for the Red Lions, 16 championships all in all for the Letran Knights. Two of the winningest teams in the history of the NCAA going at it on Friday. Great game covering this one with you, Coach Olsen. Your thoughts on this finals pairing?
Of course, maraming manunod dito for sure. San Beda going for their 6th straight championship at itong Letran nakabalik na nga dito sa finals. It's going to be a good game. In both games, in eliminations, tag-isa itong San Beda at Letran. Pero tingnan natin kung sino mamamayani dito sa finals ng NCAA Season 91.
And that will happen sa darating na Biyernes, October 23, right back here at the Mall of Asia Arena sa lungsod ng Pasay at 4 p.m. Again, the Mapua Cardinals lost to Letran earlier today, 91-90. At sa ating pangalawang Final Four matchup, nagwagi ang Red Lions kontra sa JRU, 78-68. Sa ngalan ni Direk Abed Ramos, Roxanne Monte Alegre, Coach Olsen Racela at ng lahat ng mga bumubuo ng ABS-CBN Sports, ako po ang inyong lingkod, Anton Rojas. Nagsasabing magkita-kita tayo sa Biyernes para sa finals sa Season 91 ng NCAA. Ilabas ang galing!